Do you think these cheating red flags are around the corner? Never ignore these behind the scenes signs would help you predict cheating. Cheaters don't just wake up one day and decide to betray you. There are always signs, some loud, others subtle, but if you miss them, the emotional damage can be devastating. What if you could spot the red flags before the heartbreak? Today we're diving into 8 powerful predictors of cheating. Some of them will shock you, especially number 5. Stay tuned. You might just save yourself from future betrayal. 1. They guard their phone like it's Fort Knox. Suddenly, their phone is always upside down, passwords changed, notifications silenced. They take their phone into the bathroom, to the kitchen, everywhere. Look, privacy is normal. Secrecy, however, is not. If asking about their phone makes them defensive, they might be hiding something. In the age of social media and instant messaging, many affairs begin with just one harmless message. Trust their behavior more than their words. At the time of togetherness, call muted without looking at the screen. Take note. 2. They flirt, but call it harmless. Do they flirt in front of you and then laugh it off? Please like, share, and follow for more. Let's go 3. Their past relationships are a trail of infidelity. One of the most accurate predictors of cheating is past cheating. If someone has a pattern of betrayal in past relationships and they blame it all on their exes, watch out. They might say, "I was young," or "they weren't giving me attention or support whatsoever." But excuses are not growth. People can change, yes, but consistent patterns are warnings, not coincidences. If someone has a history of cheating, they're 3x more likely to cheat again, according to research. Don't ignore it just because they're different with you. Patterns speak louder than promise. 4. They start accusing you of cheating. Here's a psychological trick cheaters often play. They accuse you of what they're doing. Why? Because guilt creates paranoia, and sometimes deflection is easier than confession. Suddenly, they're questioning your whereabouts, your phone calls, or why you took long at the store. If this behavior is new, and you haven't given them a reason, it may be projection. Insecure accusations without real basis could mean they're covering up their own betrayal. 5. Sudden changes in appearance and routine. This is one of the most overlooked red flags. Did they suddenly start hitting the club, buying new clothes, changing their perfumes? A fresh makeover isn't always suspicious, but paired with increased secrecy, emotional distance, or unexplained absences, big red flag. Affairs often come with new excitement, and cheaters unconsciously prepare for their new romantic self. Don't ignore the signs just because they're taking better care of themselves. Ask why now? 6. They become emotionally distant. Cheating isn't always about sex. Often it begins with emotional withdrawal. They stop asking about your day. They become less affectionate. You feel like you're living with a roommate, not a partner. Conversations are shorter. Arguments become frequent, or worse, they stop caring to argue at all. When their emotional energy is going elsewhere, it leaves your relationship empty. Distance is one of the biggest indicators that something is wrong, and possibly someone else is involved. 7. They lie about small things. Catching them in small lies might seem like no big deal. "I forgot. It wasn't like that. I didn't say that." But consistent lies, even about minor details, chip away at trust. A person who lies easily about where they were or who they were with is preparing a habit of deception. Cheating doesn't start with the act, it starts with the lies that make it possible. If they're comfortable lying in little things, it's easier for them to lie about bigger ones. You heard it right. 8. They create emotional confusion. One day they're hot, the next day cold. One minute they say they love you, the next they're distant, critical, or uninterested. This emotional yo-yo keeps you anxious, confused, and dependent, indecisive. Sometimes cheaters create chaos to justify their actions. If they can make you feel like you're the problem, they'll have a reason to seek peace elsewhere. Healthy love brings security. Cheaters often create emotional instability to excuse their betrayal. In a nutshell, betrayal doesn't begin in the bedroom. It begins in the heart, in the patterns, and in the silence between conversations. If you see these 8 signs, don't ignore your instincts. You deserve honesty. You deserve loyalty. You deserve better. Follow, like, and share if you found this helpful, and let someone else catch the red flags before it's too late.